Good morning, lovies. So I'm trying this video again, and I wanted to share kind of my processing so far. So again, it's just something I'm trying to work through. This week has been really tough, and I'm trying to focus on the things that I can do, like create art and write and feel grateful in my body, even though I'm still a little sad. I had a therapy session this morning, and she told me I should focus on, gratitude for one, which I try to do every day, even for 5 minutes. I'll set a timer on my phone and just outwardly say or write all the things I'm grateful for, and all the beauty in my life. So it's a good reminder. Also, to feel a connection with creating art. So I'm trying to do more of that this week, just because it helps me feel more and process it a little bit better. But so when my therapy session said, she told me that I should write 2 letters. One, because I feel like she stated this, that it's almost like I'm grieving the loss of a dream or something that, didn't happen, that maybe I thought about or didn't realize I, cared so much about, until this last week. So write a letter to the future, or the, what if child, and what would I say? It's really just to get out my emotions and kind of process through it, which will be difficult, I can already tell. And then the other letter is to write to my inner child and how I've been nurturing her in our relationship. So, and how I'm healing myself and growing through all of it. So I'm going to work on those this morning and really feel that out, and see how it goes. Hopefully it'll help me move on. But I'm going to keep focusing on the people in my life and how I can be motherly in other ways. I take care of my kitties. I can be there for my friends. Doing art helps me be there for me. And I wanted to share the piece I did for my husband. So I finished it yesterday. I repurposed an old canvas that I had. And then my husband got me a sketchbook, so I used that paper and drew. So he really likes poetry, and we both love Edgar Allan Poe. So last year we got this book from Barnes and Noble, for the complete works, and I'm still reading through all of it, but he's brilliant. And I tried glue sticks on this, but I might have to Mod Podge it because it's not really sticking to this canvas. Anyway, I'm going to change the camera mode so you can see it. Okay. Ooh, I'll try not to move too fast. So I drew this raven. This is all with gel pens, which I've never really drawn with gel pens, and it was really fun. So I'm going to explore that some more. And then we have this little dude who is a little Cthulhu, and I did a dream within a dream. So I also had this magazine from Horrid, which is a place downtown, Denver that does has really interesting photography, cinematic artists that do all these really amazing shots and share their art in all these volumes, and I really dig it. So anyway, that's the bigger picture, and if you like any of that, they do really cool stuff every like quarter, I think. Anyway, it's horrid horrid.com. They also have a coffee shop called Scream and Sugar, which is like kind of horror themed, and they have a gift shop next door with all horror stuff, which is pretty cool. So go check it out. And I'm gonna change the camera again. Okay. So go support them if you can. Anyway, sorry, I'm just trying to set up this tripod so it won't fall over. Okay. So this gives me peace. And yeah, not realizing I had this. I mean, I always kind of enjoyed drawing when I was little, but never to this level. Since I've been focusing on it, it's really kind of cool to see how my progress has been going. So yeah, so that's my gift for my husband. And you know, I always think it's more meaningful to make things and by inspiration than just to go buy something on the shelf and say, here you go. So I try to do gifts like, I don't know, holidays are tough for me. I do celebrate a few holidays. Halloween obviously is my favorite. But that's kind of like an all year thing. The way I dress, what I watch, you know, the stuff around our house. But, you know, other holidays, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, Valentine's Day, all that stuff. It's more about, to me, it's more about spending time with your family and the people you love, than, you know, buying gifts for things. No. I try to, so this year we made a pact, my husband and I were trying to really, well, earlier this year, I should say, we've really focused on trying to buy things secondhand. So, you know, thrift stores, eBay, from other people that's pre-loved, because there's so much stuff in the world, and we just would rather support, you know, smaller sellers than the big box stores. So that's what we're doing this year for Christmas too. You know, repurposing, reusing, recycling, upcycling, and try to make a smaller impact on our footprint. So that's what we're focusing on. And for next year, you know, one thing that I've really started to do, and I guess this will turn into this conversation, is, you know, what we consume on a daily basis, like at any given moment. There's something about, so I guess I'm part of the last generation to, you know, not grow up with cell phones, and, you know, we had answering machines, and you would just leave a message for your friends or whoever, and you might not hear from them for a couple days or later that night. And then now with cell phones, it's like everything is so instant, you know, you need answers right away. I mean, you know, and it's a handy tool to look up and research things, but I feel like it takes away the human connection. I mean, it connects us to the world, yes, but also disconnects us from the present, I feel like. And you just, you know, there's something about human interaction that you can't get online. you can watch videos, but it's talking to people and acknowledging the people in your presence, in your little bubble, and keeping relationships going. I think there's something more to having an actual conversation than just texting, But anyway, so I started getting physical media, CDs, DVDs, kind of building up our collection because even music, streaming services, I feel like this world is so busy and just filled with distraction, where it's hard for me to, that's why I kind of like this sanctuary place, because I play music without ads. I can work on my art and do all the kinds of whatever I need to do in this room. But I feel like the commercials, even streaming now, it's like, you pause your movie or whatever and you still get an ad on TV, or you press play and it goes back into more ads, and it's just like, oh, I just want to watch the thing. I don't want to be distracted, or, I mean, growing up, without the streaming stuff, I mean, we did have commercials, but that was like the time you went to get a snack or went to the bathroom and like you were back for the show, But now it's just, I feel like it's so distracting for people. For me, it is. So I started buying up all this physical media secondhand. Most movies and CDs at the thrift stores out here I can get for like $1. So it's hard for me to pass it up. But building up our collection, we've actually stopped our streaming services. So now it's really about enjoying like what you have. Because with streaming, I always felt like there was too much choice and I could never decide what I wanted to wear, and I would just flip through endlessly and just waste all this time on something so stupid when, your kids, you just turned on the TV and watched what was on. So I feel that with CDs, music, movies, documentaries, anything. I love having the physical media more because you can pause it and not have commercials, and you don't get bombarded with all whatever's going on that the consumerism wants you to go out and buy the latest whatever. So I feel like it kind of takes my power back a little bit, by enjoying really what you already own. So it's just kind of a small step for us, but I feel like it's a big impact. So anyway, I've been enjoying, watching the things that we own, and yeah, we have a list and of movies we would like to own. I mean, it's even buying used is cheaper than like renting it on whatever service. And it's something that they can't take from us, and we can watch whenever we want. We have the power, so I don't know. It's just something to think about. And it kind of takes me back to, the time when you could like run down to Blockbuster and just rent a movie. And it's so different now. But anyway, that's just my little spiel on that. So sorry if I seem like I'm rambling today, but I'm still trying to work through this stuff and trying to focus on the things that I can control and the things that I can create and the things that I can love, including myself. So I hope some of this got through. I don't know. But, yeah, just try to, kind of, I don't know, shop from your home, first. Make a list of everything you own, all the books you own, all the movies you own, and realize how much you have and enjoy that stuff. Take time to enjoy it and, make a smaller imprint in the world. Recycle things that you have, repurpose old clothes, make something new out of what you have, and see what happens. So, I don't know, it makes me happy to do stuff like this and to enjoy the content of what I own with all the bonus stuff, which is great afterwards. So I don't know. I think I'm starting to feel better a little bit. But I will write the letters and feel through that and see how it goes. And I don't know if you have any comments or stories or anything. I'd love to hear from you on your progress and how you're doing, and know that I'm here with you and we're all together. And even though it can be hard, the days can be difficult, better days are coming. Just I feel like the more you love yourself, the more open you are, the more love will come to you, and the more love you'll feel for yourself and everything else around you. So I'll leave you with that thought. So until next time, my lovelies, have a beautiful day.